All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back. I'm going to give you guys a second to come back in and log back in once you see the feed. Just a little technical issue with the system, but just had to reboot it. We good now. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you share the link. We're about to reshare the link in all the groups. We'll give everybody a few seconds here to log back into the shindig. Man. We're gonna continue. We gonna continue to tell you Larry's story here in a few seconds. So, huh?
You shared the link out?
Yeah. Should be up. Let me see. If it's up, it might be stuck.
Might have been stuck before it went up.
It probably got stuck. It's been stuck. He's stuck. Like Chuck. Nothing yet?
Nope.
No? Well, what the fuck? Well, what the fuck? No. I think it's, might be just the internet. Let's see. Oh, we're there. We're there. Yep, it's up. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on here? There we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, what the fuck? All right. We're up. We're good. Link's up. It didn't give you a notification?
Nah.
It's on though. Go to the page. It's there. So
Fuck it. I'm going in.
whenever you want to go in.
Like I said, it's not a good day. It's not. And it just is one of those days that just rolls out of control. So as I was saying before, to who's ever watching, I had an incident today. You see, they don't give proper notice to anyone living in the area that the routes have changed, the stops have changed. They haven't told anyone. They didn't tell anyone. They had signs up for stops that were not even on the route. So people literally in Brown Deer are confused as to why their buses are rolling past them and not stopping. Bus drivers are twice as confused as to why all these people are standing in random spaces that aren't on their route. Plus, you have lanes that are confined to one way this way, one way that way, and they're clouded because people are running back and forth across these cones and these lanes that are constructed, trying to figure out where they catch the bus at. Now, normally in this situation, people would yell at the bus driver. I don't do that because I know for a fact it's not their fault. The bus drivers are given routes. And when those routes change, they're not really told. Hell, when those routes change, they have to find out from someone who drove before them in passing. And a lot of times, they don't even know. So you have a route that normally goes straight in, straight out of Brown Deer. This one turns into Brown Deer, goes back out of Brown Deer into Milwaukee, turns a U-turn, goes back into Brown Deer, deep on County Line Road, then comes around, gets a rest stop, then goes back the same zigzaggy way. They routed a specific bus and another bus and made them both do loop-de-loops to the point where they almost hit each other going through a one-way. They were mapped out to do this. And the buses are confused as shit. One bus broke down trying to avoid hitting another bus. How do I know? I was on the bus that broke down. Fucked up thing is, the bus that we almost hit was the bus I needed to catch.
That's fucked up.
So, of course, what's really pissing me off is the fact that I'm someone who plans my day knowing that riding this, I have to leave at certain times. So I make sure that I leave at those certain times. Because I like to be here by a certain time. That's what allows me to prep and be ready to do the show. When things are thrown at me that are outside of my control, that's life. However, do I have a right to be mad at it? You goddamn right. Because here we have a company who has a system and does not apply that system to their drivers. When there's a lack of communication because supervisors that are out there don't feel like quite doing their job because it's such a nice day today, it breaks down so many other people. I had to hear other workers that I live by, trying to get to work and couldn't because they didn't know which bus to catch. And they didn't know where to catch it. I got drivers that are real cool people getting cussed out for shit they don't even know and is out of their control. So when I finally get on one and I'm sitting there talking to the driver and we're telling him all the stuff that's going on and he's saying, dude, I actually did this route 3 times today and I told the supervisor they to come out here and change the signs and they still didn't change shit. And here we are in the middle of the afternoon. Bus been running since 4:30 this morning, and not one fucking attempt from a supervisor came to say, all right, let's tear down these old signs and get a grip on this shit. Nah, they chilling. They're at McDonald's somewhere taking a dump. They're at Walmart shopping for later on this evening. Didn't your shift just fucking start? And you grocery shopping. Motherfuckers that's trying to get to the store don't know how to get there. Because you got the bus doing loop-de-loops. And hooty-hoos. And roly-polies. It makes no goddamn sense. So, out of my frustration, knowing that I pay to use the transit, and then on top of not being able to secure a bus, that meant my transfer runs out. And I, much like the bus driver and the people that were catching the bus, didn't feel like it was fair that we have to continue doing this after they fucked up the whole route, fucked up everybody's day, and inconvenienced everyone else. So I made a phone call. I didn't call, we don't have like one centralized station. We have like a north side station and a south side station. I called the station that belongs to buses that I take out there, which is the north side station. And we got into a verbal altercation. Because this person seemed to not understand the chaos that they caused out where we live. Now you have a bus driver, you got people calling, you got other bus drivers from other routes calling that come out there, and you're going to catch an attitude because you're getting all these calls. Isn't that your job? To hear concerns and to take those notes and then get on top of that so there's not this chaos?
It's not in their job description there.
No, they got mad because people were calling. What do you expect us to do? Your fucking job. I expect you to communicate. I expect you to pass this on to whoever's in charge to come out here and fix this shit. I have a bus driver here that has no fucking clue which route they're supposed to go. Their old route or this new loop-de-loop shit that almost got them killed. So now you mad at the driver because no one's communicating to him or to the other drivers previous, and most likely to the drivers that come after him. And you mad because the customers are upset. And you mad because you got to come in and deal with it. It was just only so much attitude I could take. And sometimes, you know, when you try to handle things in a professional manner and let somebody know something, they come in and they bring that outside shit with them. So this was somebody who decided to come in today on their work day and say, you know what, I'm going to be here and I ain't doing shit.
A normal city worker.
And for some reason, they thought that that was just going to be acceptable to any and everybody that called, and they wasn't going to hear shit. And sometimes when you do those calls and you try to handle in a professional manner, they come at you on some everyday, regular, off-the-clock shit. Now, I'm not on the clock. So once they start doing that, I forget, why am I trying to be proper? This person obviously don't want to be proper. So we start cussing each other out. She's saying foul shit. I'm saying foul shit back. She talking about something, well, you could just you take an Uber or something. I said, bitch, you could just leave and pass the phone to somebody else. Yes, I did call her bitch. I wasn't going to be too many broke-ass niggas to her. I wasn't going to be too many motherfucking complaining ass. I ain't trying to be all that. But since we going to go there, let's fucking go there. And the funny thing was, the driver didn't make it no better. Because he was like, we can roll up there right now. I'll drop you off. Like, he was ready to just say, fuck it. Because in his mind, he fighting for me. Shit, let that bitch know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we going back and forth. You can't even tell this is about a goddamn bus route anymore. This shit sound like some shit on WorldStar.
Did you let him know, Hogan? Did you cut a fucking promo?
Dude, I did a pipe bomb. That's why I said it's not a good day, man. I threatened these people. I threatened them. I had them motherfuckers thinking I was about to come up there and blow that motherfucker up. They thought I was coming with a bus. They thought I commandeered a bus and was going to drive that bitch through the front door.
As long as you don't go under 50.
Fuck 50. I was finna go through that shit and go into the Checkers fucking drive-through. The 12 was going to be way off course and pick everybody the fuck up. Nobody was going to pay. Nobody. We was going to drive that bitch right through the bathroom door and hit that bitch from the back. Bow. We're going to pin her ass in there.
While listening to, was it FNM? Or
fuck me.
FNF? You know she's going to be in town? She's the premier event.
You know
Glorilla.
I actually want to see that show.
Yeah.
I actually want to see that show. And here, you know, people look at that song and they hate the fuck out of that record.
I like it.
I
hate the
record.
remixes.
I fucking love that record.
Yeah.
That record, as soon as I first heard it, I said, that shit slap.
I said, let's go.
Right? I was already like, I can't wait to hear the baby on this shit.
Right?
Never happened.
Never
happened because since those ashy niggas got all upset, well, I ain't fucking with no broke bitch. No shit. like we don't have anthems of our own. Look, they can have the fuck nigga free song. They can have that. We've had so much great music. You really think that we need a remix to fuck nigga free. Nigga, we got sugar free. I'd rather give you my bitch than give you the last bit of my endo smoke. How the fuck do you replace that? What's topping that? What's topping that? Let him have it. Let him have it. I'll play some DJ Quick. They can't remix that shit. They can try. They get Megan Thee Stallion on it, but it ain't gonna sound no different. It ain't gonna be better. It's gonna be alright. Might be a little dope. We got way too many songs. Pick a song from Snoop. Pick a song from DJ Quick. Too Short. You could pick any song from Too Short. You could pick a skit from Too Short. It's a great answer. Great answer to whatever the fuck she made. I never understood that. I never understood what the hate was. I actually would like to see that show.
I hear about it.
That shit would be. That shit is gonna be fucking I want to say like, it's one of those shows.
I would take public transportation to go see that.
Oh
show.
yeah, without a doubt.
There gonna be so many Altimas doing 600 miles an hour.
I wouldn't drive to that show, but I definitely, I don't know. I would check that shit out for the simple fact that
I would have to airdrop in. Avoid all street.
Here's
I don't
what-
want to touch the sidewalk. I just want to go straight in through the chimney.
I would go to the show, but here's the thing though. I wouldn't stay for the whole thing.
No.
Cause 3 songs in, it's gonna be musty as hell.
Yeah.
Her whole fan base are damn near half, like 75% musty motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like they, and it's not even a religious choice. They just don't wear deodorant in the proper times,
No.
or they just don't
They
wash
put
their
it on
armpits.
when they're musty.
They pretty much, yeah. Don't even wash, just throw it on.
Yeah.
Just roll that shit on the phone. And then sit there and say, let's go. They don't even say it the same way Lil Baby do. Lil Baby says it's fresh. He brushed his teeth, he took a shower, he's fresh. He's motherfucker, let go.
Smell like Dunkin' Donuts and cigarettes.
Dirt balls all clumped up in there and shit. Hair stuck together.
Shit, that's exactly what I would say. Let's go home. Get the fuck out of here.
I would go to that show, but only with a window seat.
Fuck that.
See-
Not even, because then the
me-
ventilation will be sucked out that window.
See, me, I understand the opportunity of going to a show like that. You can go to a show like that, but you don't stay. That demographic, they can be in there all damn night. Someone like me, even someone like Gio, could show up in the beginning, before the show even starts. Network, take pictures, everything, and get the fuck out 2 songs in. Not even 2 songs, a song and a half. I don't have to be there for when they play the song, but I would be there just for the simple fact it would be a networking opportunity because you got a young audience there. But I know for a fact after they start opening the bar, a drink and a half in, the motherfuckers is musty. Simple as that. Because they're going to order Casamigos, that's going to open their pores. Motherfuckers going to be ordering Hennessy, that's going to open their pores all the way up. And by the time they get out the fucking Douce, all the motherfuckers smell like must. It's unadulterated Parliament funk. All up
Don't
in that
smell
bitch.
like the Idlewild.
Hell yeah. And knowing them, they probably do that shit at the rave, won't they?
No, it's at Ultra
Oh, hell yeah.
on 76.
A song and a half.
Yeah.
A song and a half. That as big
That's
as
a
that.
fucking fire hazard.
Listen, I went to that fucking place a long time ago. Me and my partner Al went there to go see. This was a long time ago. We went there to see Gucci Mane and Young Jeezy, and they had the Yin Yang Twins there. And that was back when.
Yeah.
No. This was back when So Icy just came out.
Oh shit.
So Young Jeezy didn't make it, and that was when Gucci started talking mad shit. Like, yeah, I fucking shot that nigga. He was just making songs and shit. And then to make it even more fucked up and put a real like mental state on where this was and what time of the year or what time in life this was. Wait Till You See My Dick had just come out and they had no video. You just heard the song. That wasn't even getting radio play yet. That song was just starting to surface here in Milwaukee. And it was getting play on the radio, and everybody knew the record. They knew the record because they knew they wasn't going to hear it nowhere else. But they came here and they performed that shit. And that was one of the first times we had heard it live. And man, that was a fucking crazy show. It was ghetto as fuck. Yeah, it was musty. But it wasn't musty 3 songs in like they are now. See, our generation got musty like
we had Cool
10
Waters.
songs in.
We had Cool Waters.
We had Cool Waters. We
Water
still get musty in that motherfucker. Let me be honest. Concerts and shows at clubs tend to get a little funky. Depending on the air conditioning, the space in that bitch, and the kind of liquor you serve. Now, if we were serving like Hypnotic and all the other goofy shit, that staved off your pores a little bit. That did. Plus, like you said, Cool Water Cologne, motherfuckers was showered, motherfuckers really fucking
Chromazario.
Right. They was smelling all kinds of scents. If anything, we did too much scents. Too much.
Blame Usher for that.
Motherfuckers smell like Cool Water, Burberry, Yoop, and Degree deodorant. All in one. All in one for no fucking reason.
Still ashy as fuck.
Still ashy as fuck. They were all. It was always something. You smelled good, but you were ashy. You were oiled up, but you ain't had no cologne on, and the deodorant stick had been left. It been left your body. It left your body when you pre-gamed at your homie house and drunk all that Douce or that fucking Henny, and then you showed up. It smelled like Crown Apple and ball sweat.
Just dehydrated.
But even then, it was a small percentage. Small percentage. Because them motherfuckers was too afraid to get out on the floor where the motherfuckers was at. And out there, you had about a good 10, 12 songs before it got really, really funky. And usually it's because somebody in there took their drawers off. No bullshit, in the crowd.
Probably the security guys.
In the crowd, we would take, some motherfuckers would take their drawers off. And most of the time it was women. Hence, why you had songs like, I ain't got no panties on the dance floor. That was tradition. Somebody had, some trollop had to take their panties off on the dance floor. And lo and behold, they did this during a song called Where Do You See My Dick? See, there was no Me Too movement. You just whipped that shit out. It was nothing. It was nothing. Weird, but that was what we did. And those were good times. Until Usher got burned. Then he fucked it up for everybody else.
He did.
Once Usher reminded us that you can have illegitimate kids that you didn't plan on, everybody's like, oh, shit, wait a minute. I better wrap this up.
Responsibilities.
That's responsibilities. Hey.
Let me go sign up for this 401k.
You mean even if it went balls deep? Yes.
Yeah,
Especially if you went balls deep, yes. You got a kid on the way. That fucked up a lot of things. I'm smart, but it's the truth. Fucked up a lot of things. Didn't change music though. We were still, making songs about whipping shit out. But at least there was some consequences. Motherfuckers was able to plan ahead. They started making electronic belts. They said, I ain't got no condoms and some shit. I'm out of condoms. What you got on it? Like, what you got on my rubbers and shit? I knew because I brought an electric belt to there. Me and my homie wore one. We had electric belts. We had electric belts back there. We did. We had electric belts.
Half on the baby, but we're going to start off with the 6 I already have.
Mine said, welcome to the chocolate factory. It was a dumb time. It was dumb. It was dumb. But we did it anyway because it was fun. And we enjoyed ourselves a lot. A show like that, especially then, caused for a crowd to get a little rowdy. Because even when we left out that bitch, it was a fight. And I remember because the chick got clotheslined out of her fucking slippers. She was out there walking the gravel road, and she was yelling at some chick and some dude, and then out of nowhere, some dude ran by and did like an Ultimate Warrior clothesline, except there was no ropes to bounce off of. He just ran right through with his arm out and she went, and her feet went in the air, and her heels went up. And I remember we was just like, damn! We couldn't, nobody was gonna catch her. It was gravel. Like, what the fuck? I ain't got no fucking equilibrium to run over there and catch this girl before she knock her fucking set off.
Let her bounce off the pavement.
Oh, she didn't bounce. She fell on her shoulder blade and legs in there. It was like a yoga thing, like, ugh. Motherfuckers thought she was out there like twerking her thighs. No, that bitch was paralyzed. She was through. She was through. Then another dude fell out the car. That was another thing too. Another guy fell out the car face first. That was hilarious. That was a very, very, very funny time. Very, very funny. But all that shit went crazy. It was nuts. That was a bananas fucking time. But I also remembered something. Depending on who you go to these shows with, like to go see, not necessarily who you roll with, but shows that you go to see, depending on the artists that's there. That's why I feel like everybody should go to at least one Ratchet concert. Just one. I only recommend one. If you somebody goes like more than one, do you. Me, all I needed was one. One. Technically, I've been to 4, but all I needed was really one. All I really needed was one. And this was the most ratchet of the ratchet. Because when I say go to a ratchet concert, what I mean is when you go to a concert where the songs or the hits from the artists are not like socially conscious songs. Like, you ain't go out there and fucking sing a sad song about a stripper and shit. They ain't do that fucking song. No. Shake it like a salt shaker.
Shake it like a salt shaker.
This bitch dropped her chin on it or some shit. I can't remember.
She fell asleep on it.
Right, you know, like it was all.
We're not
songs.
pronouncing bubbles.
They were all doing songs that literally asked the people damn near get naked. Like just whatever, fuck it. You know, fuck it. There was no, you don't get that now. I mean you do, but it's a little subtle. Back then, it was like, bitch, drop your pants. Like drop your ass and twerk with your cheeks out. That's the kind of shit they were doing. We didn't know that they were a little off. We really didn't give a fuck. Even with the chicken wing, we didn't even care. It was just like, we make good music, even though it's half a man. We don't care. We don't care. We didn't realize these guys were mentally off. Not even mentally off. I take that back. These guys were special needs. They were. Monique said it, and I thought she was just being mean, but she was from real life. She saw the documents. These motherfuckers were special needs. Yin Yang Twins were not normal. And a lot of shit they said out there on that goddamn stage, they must have went past their handler, because they were just out there like, take your titties out.
Yep.
We're gonna see who got the best pussy in here. Yeah! Like, all right. What the fuck did I walk into? All right.
The fucking petting zoo.
Like, just imagine, if you will, you are in a concert, so to speak. The people are on the dance floor. There's literally women everywhere. The ratio of women to guys was literally like 8-3. And I'm a young dude. I'm in my 20s. This shit is happening. And I'm just sitting there. I don't really know their music like that. But I'm just there. I paid to get in. I'm in there. Trying to see what the fuck this show is about. And literally, the show, they're doing the show. They're just doing their show. They're doing the thing. It's not really like anything special to it. Not a call or response or anything. I mean, aside from the shit they told them to pull out. But the people literally watching the show did not give a fuck. There was one chick, I don't know how she did this shit because her jeans was too fucking tight. She pulled her fucking jeans down. Literally down. Like, down. Draw everything down. Middle of the concert. It's packed, mind you. We packed. We in this motherfucker like this. Motherfuckers is like this, doing the Birdman, hand wave and shit, because they don't want to put their hands down. There's probably going to be like a dick there. So it's just like, all right, well, we're just chilling like this then. We're just looking grimy. So we're doing a lot of this shit. Or you got a drink in your hand, you doing this, and your arm is fucking cramped. Because you can't put it down, because the dick gonna fall in your glass. So we're just sitting there like this. But this chick, who's standing literally in front of me, drops her trowel. Now, some folks would be sitting there, what the fuck, that sweaty ass club? That is true. Club's hot. But I'm not going to say this ass looked crazy. I'm not going to say it looked disgusting. It didn't. The smoothest pair of cheeks I've ever seen in my life. The circumference on it was ridiculous. If this was a time where social media was prevalent, that would have been one of the most snapped asses we've ever seen on social media. They would be bringing it up in memories like, you remember this 13 years ago? Click. Like, back then, none of us thought to fucking videotape that shit or record that shit. You were there.
They're trying to grab it.
Shit, we ain't even no trying. She literally backed that shit into you. She was telling motherfuckers, grab it. Grab it. There was motherfuckers that wanted to be piped right there in the place. Like, it was weird. It was a weird time. When you look at it now, you like, God damn, what the fuck were we on? Like, to be like that as a city. Shit. We wasn't even stamping cars. What the fuck were we thinking? The fuck was that about? Like, you just gotta look back like, God damn it. Somebody met they wife in there. Like, no bullshit. No bullshit. Motherfuckers walked out of there and made babies. Makes no sense to me.
Yep.
But it was an amazing experience.
Everything yellow.
That's what I say. Everybody should go to at least one Ratchet concert. Just one. And know the ratchetness that you're going for. Don't like some folks go to Ratchet concerts and they going to go to the motherfucker that gangbang all the time. Got bandanas and cases and warrants and motherfuckers trying to kill them. Yeah, that's a Ratchet concert too. But if that's the concert you want to go to, kudos to you. You obviously like playing duck hunt on real life. Me personally, when I think of a Ratchet club to go to, I want to go to the Ratchet spot where motherfuckers is like Club Godzilla type concerts where all his songs are literally for stripper music. Like somebody's gonna get on that pole and do something crazy. That's my idea of a Ratchet concert. Like the girl that makes that song, that would be a Ratchet concert I'd go to. Lil Durk, hell no. I like Lil Durk. I ain't going to no fucking concert for Lil Durk.
I like Lil Durk in my earphones at the grocery store.
I don't even do all that. I fucking don't. I don't. I can't. I just I feel like I'm underdressed. I ain't getting no extendos. I ain't got no round drums. I don't have none of that shit. I don't have the gear to go.
No.
I don't. I'm late on my insurance payment. I know I can't make it. That'll be the one fucking time I need it. Oh, you got. Oh, rest in peace, brother. Rest in peace. This will be one concert you can tell all your friends about when you get there. I would go, and it's funny that I would say this. I would go to a Sukihana concert. That's the girl that was singing Behind Her Pussy the best.
No, jeez.
I would go to a show like that. But once again, same rule applies. I'm only staying for a song and a half. Only a song and a half. And here's why. Because in that instance, I'm only going to see all the closeted motherfuckers that come to see this show, knowing good and goddamn well, you a pastor, your ass a secretary at my daughter's school, your motherfucking ass teach preschool, bitch. You nasty as fuck. You came here to see who pussy the best. I ain't your front with me. I know what you about. I know what you about.
I'll see you during tidings.
You a motherfucking counselor. We gotta talk. Like,
what if you run into that bitch at the fucking city there, and like you hear her voice from across the room.
Round two, you goofy slop.
Shit.
Round two on your monkey ass. Nah, she took me out my element. She took me out of my element. Because here I am trying to give a heads up and help out people around me. And this goofy slag didn't want to do her job and got mad that she had to come to work and do her job. So out of protest, she came to her job and decided, I'm not going to do my job today. Fuck whatever happens. I don't care what's been inconvenienced. It's already bad enough one person doesn't do their job. So when someone is calling to inform you about that person, they internalize it with their own problems to say, I ain't doing shit. Fuck it. Well, now it's your fault now. Because now this motherfucker can't do what he's supposed to do because he don't know that he fucked up. And you won't tell him because you decided, well, I'm going to be the fuck up today. I'm holding the L's. Nothing moves. I ain't working today. The fuck you answering phones for? Just to tell everybody you at lunch? What the fuck is going on? It's a whole breakdown. Like, I'm a firm believer, if you feel that way, if you feel that strongly of not really wanting to do what you're supposed to do, fucking don't do it. Take a you day. Take a day off. They offer it to you, take it. But if you know you can't afford to take that day off, shut the fuck up and do what you're supposed to do. Who blames you? You answer phones and relay messages. The fuck you so mad about? I don't get it. I don't get it. That's just a total mental breakdown. But I was relieved though. Because I wasn't the only one in the world that had this. Hell, I wasn't the only one that had to deal with someone's attitude off of something that's said, or something that's internalized, or something that's made public. Now, G, you watch $1 Million worth of game, right?
Mm-hmm.
You frequent with that shit. I respect that show.
Yeah.
I respect Wallow
because
he comes from a genuine place. But as always, since Philly's Most Wanted, I've always had a deep reverence for Gillie the Kid. Why? Because out of being some of the craziest shit talk he's ever really done live, and it's some of the best shit I've ever heard, still at the same time, he lives by a code. A certain way and a priority of how things are done and how he respects it. And he stands on that. He doesn't compromise it for anybody. The thing that legitimizes is the fact that other people can relate to that. Even if they don't live by those same codes, they can sit there and say, I get where he's coming from. And actually see some truth to what he says. Now, you get that a lot. You get that a lot from them. Sometimes, when he's out there saying what he's saying, some people tend to put their neck out there and start letting them know, hey, that shoe you sent out there kind of fit me. And when they have to address it, they go straight to him. Sometimes. Not this time. This time, Gillie the Kid had some thoughts on one of his shows. And he spoke his mind. He was speaking about brothers that are 35 and up. And he had an interesting perspective on that. That's a lot of people, whether you're a street person or you're someone who's not in the streets, you could relate to that, you could respect it, and at the same time, you identify with exactly what he was talking about. And it's interesting. We actually had that clip today. I made sure to bring it in. G, if you would you play clip number 2? Okay. Just number 2.
Here, Ree.
Check this out.
Go.
If you motherfucking 35 plus and you still acting like you a super duper street nigga, that's because you wasn't no street nigga when you was in your 20s, man. You still trying to shit. Because if you was a street nigga when you was a teen and you was a street nigga when you in your 20s, by the time you hit 30, you ain't trying to be no street nigga, man. You trying to get some fucking money and get the fuck out the way, because if you was really in the streets by the time you 30, nigga, you done seen more niggas take that Escalade ride to heaven
at a meeting with God
than you could even count, nigga. So by the time you 30, you done lost a shitload of niggas to gun violence, a shitload of niggas to jail, your aunts and your grandmothers to cancer and all kinds of shit. Man, you trying to get some fucking money and live life, man. You ain't out here 38 talking about, ooh, I'm tough. Ooh, look at me.
And what's even sad is watching.
It's murder.
Who out there can really relate to that?
Not wrong.
There's motherfuckers I know that were street dudes. All through fucking high school, middle school, college years, their 20s. Those motherfuckers was in and out of jail. And somehow after 2-3 times, it was like, nah, man. Motherfuckers had kids, but they missed their lives. They had girls that they see they could have been with and had a life with and had a family with and had a stable home with, go off and marry other clean-cut motherfuckers that took the time to be in their life and raise those kids. They've had the hardships of trying to come out and establish a fucking home, establish a fucking way of living, and establish a place to earn a living, and had to go through all the rigorous bullshit of being told, nah, you're only gonna make this much. It's a humbling experience for a lot of them. I got cousins that's going through that shit. They're never the same. Motherfuckers done lost all their niggas. I had a cousin who had to see motherfuckers die by his side, in his arms. Then have to turn around and bury his sister, his nephews, her kids, and his mom. And then see everybody else that didn't take the route that he take go off and live lives out the city. Go live lives and do all these cool things that he just doesn't feel a part of. Now he can look at that and say he right. That's how it is. I ain't out here in the streets talking about how hard a motherfucker is and what you do for the block. I don't even live on the fucking block. Fuck that block. They try to talk to young motherfuckers and they just already like, man, I already know where you on. You ain't hearing shit I'm saying. Take my ass to work. Some people out there get the message. But also, there are some that say, fuck the message. Why is that nigga the messenger? And that's where you get something that I like to call our beef of the week. I don't know if you heard about this. I don't know if you know about this story.
Heard a little bit, but not really.
Well, in response to something like that, a man that we all know by the name of Ricky Rose, very famous on Instagram, by the way, doesn't really have the need to make music anymore. He does, but he doesn't really have to. Here's a guy who's on Instagram making his rounds, becoming a kind of a viral entity to go to because he does some some silly stuff he does, but this dude decides to get on Instagram, and he felt some type of way. And he felt a certain shade. It was like a shoe got tossed out there, and he felt like it fit him. He didn't like the fact that Gillie was the one sending shoes out, basically. And he was like, wait a minute. I don't like his tone. I don't like his demeanor. So he decided, I'm going to respond. But I'm going to be very vague. But I'm going to take it to a petty level. Now, like I said, some people look at the message and they get what he's trying to say. But then there are those out there that feel like they've been slighted. And they want to take it a step further. Just to show, hey, I'm still the biggest boss. And all that shit. Right. So here's what Rose had to say early in the morning. If you will, play video number 3. Right. And this was Rose's response to not to Meek Mill, but to Gillie the Kid and anyone else who's been popping off to Rose about, Meek Mill's contract and all this other stuff. He's been avoiding those interviews and answering those type of things.
I'm not gonna answer that.
He just wants to let everybody know how he's doing, how he's living life, and send a positive message his way. But this was how he announced, because he followed this up by announcing that he's going to do a podcast.
No.
That's how he said it, podcast.
Podcast.
He's doing a podcast. It's going to be different from everybody else. Everybody else do podcasts. He's doing a podcast.
Because he's a boss.
Because he's a boss. It's going to be called Bouse Talk.
Bouse
Talk. Podcast show.
There we go.
Check this out.
Fellas, let me give you the real game. When I spend more money on my cow huffs than you do on your wife and kids every month, you should take notes. But more importantly, meet my bear. This is my bear. My bear. I named my bear Lulu. That's Lulu, y'all. That's my bear. Toast to the big.
Shit is this?
He said nothing.
See, people say that. I say, he ain't say nothing. But you got to catch that little bit in the beginning. See, he said very little, but he said enough. Because he wanted to get someone's attention. He didn't say who, but he knew who he was talking about. And most importantly, Gillie knew too. You see, Rick Ross had just bought some cows. He's made connections with a person who actually owns farmland. And he bought some cows. And he wanted to let it be known that I spend more money on my cow's hooves than you do on your wife and kids.
Because I'm a boss.
And that should tell you that you are doing something wrong. And you should be a bouse like me, because I bought cow hooves to go with my bouse cows that's going to be on my podcast show. Now, I thought, this is interesting. Believe the Gillie to never let me down. Because Gillie is one of those guys that never hides from responding. He's one of those dudes that will let you fucking know where you fucked up at and let everybody know who fucked up. And when he speaks clearly. He keeps his shots aimed directly at the target, and he does not miss. Now, we said Rick Ross didn't say anything. Let's see what Gillie had to say. if you will, video number 4.
Bows. Here we go.
Check this out.
These old niggas, they don't hear the roar of the crowd no more, and they still think the roar gonna come back. So they be on Instagram and they be on social media doing dumb shit. I just bought a cow and all this dumb. Fuck would you buy a cow?
Hey, what? He thought I just bought a cow.
Yeah, you know I was gonna bake you, nigga. I seen you in them comments, nigga. You know I was gonna bake your goofy ass. Yeah, fuck wrong, but you don't ever comment on nothing about me, nigga. When you used to be a CEO, nigga. When you used to lock niggas like Wallow in the cell, nigga.
So,
this ain't got nothing to do with you, player.
okay.
But you know I was gonna bake your dumb ass. I just bought a cow. Why the fuck would you buy a cow, nigga? You goofy ass nigga. Yeah, but
I ain't gonna lie
anyway.
though, I'm gonna keep it real, you know, them, they tried to go up on me down there, like, cause I made a statement and said I run a certain part of things. You feel me?
And if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Fuck
You a
'em.
young nigga.
Now I'm still there. I'm a young nigga. I'm not. From
And you
that.
run it.
And we running it.
Fuck these old niggas. They mad at me because I tell them, fuck them, all you niggas pussy, you ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't said it, I said it. He ain't said it, I said it.
Okay.
All you niggas pussy, man.
He is hip hop's Bernie Mac, dude. But he didn't stop there. He didn't stop there. This man sent a direct message. A direct message to his target later on, clarifying and doubling down on what he said earlier on the show. It just so happens that it was released to the public. And we have it here. Now, I wish I could play this with the Ether song in the background. I wish I could. I really do. But I think we haven't gotten to that point yet. I don't think we've gotten there yet. But we're close. We're damn near close. Jill, if you will. Video number 5.
You don't have a 5 in there, my guy.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
You don't see the 5 in there?
Nope.
I'm looking at it. You don't see no 5.
It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
So there's no 5 in there?
Nope. But is it from the same interview? Might be this one.
No, it's not.
No.
Okay. So for some reason, the drive has lost my number 5.
Did it place it somewhere else?
No, I didn't this time. This is just didn't go through for some reason. I'm gonna try and upload it again. But anyway, this gentleman happened to not only send shots, but he also took the liberty of making sure that Mr. Rose understood that he was taking credit for things he ain't had no control or do. For example, he accused this guy of swagger jacking. Said he stole all his sauce from Birdman. Following Birdman behind talking about some, run out your pay, Kelly this morning.
Both.
He said, why don't you pay Meek Mill his fucking money?
Oof.
That motherfucker had a deal at 19. Said it was a 1914 slave deal. I have to say it just the way he did it. 1914 slave deal that you got Meek Mill under. That nigga 35. And I gotta say, that raises an interesting point. Why is this man still under a contract that he signed at 19? He is 35 years old. There has been no other new deals. How many albums has this motherfucker dropped for y'all? And he ain't been paid none? Nothing? Granted, I joke around a lot. And I say, well, his album probably didn't sell that much. But, I have to give credit where credit is due. This is not just a regular motherfucking guy who was in and out of jail. Meek Mill had hits. He did.
Did he really?
He did. Dreams and Nightmares is still the most downloaded song. Literally, people play that whenever they win at anything. It is the most it's a championship anthem. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all know that was it? That song is everywhere. Everywhere. It's played at every graduation, every wedding reception, every birthday party, every championship game. It's played in every stadium all over, from the Bucks, or not from the Bucks, from basketball to baseball to even fucking football. And that's just one song. I ain't even count the songs he made with Drake. Because we all know those were hits. They weren't as big as fucking Dreams and Nightmares, but they were hits. Motherfuckers like them. Not for him, but they like them. Motherfuckers play Amen. For no fucking reason. None. Now, I won't say this man had hit albums. I won't say that. I can't say that. Because, truth be told, I really don't know. I don't know if we can classify those as hits.
He's the French Montana of the French Montana.
That would be a disrespect to Meek Mill. I don't think Montana's even the French Montana that he's supposed to be.
Name a French Montana song.
That he actually rapped on and didn't just sing the hook. Like a song that didn't feature 12 other motherfuckers. Because this dude was singing hooks on songs that were on his album.
And that's it.
That's it.
No verses.
That's it.
He was the DJ Khaled of his, well, he's in that song. Yeah.
Even DJ Khaled did more than fucking French Montana to me. I always felt like French Montana, and I labeled it 5.1 just in case. It's probably still loading, but French Montana to me, and this is just my opinion, he always resembled to me just a dude who basically sold coke and was like, I want to rap. So to be honest, I put him in the same category as Jim Jones. But even to me, Jim Jones did a lot more. For the simple fact, he didn't really know how to rap. But
he was balling.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even if somebody wrote that shit for him, still, he knew how to ride a hit.
Ballin'. All right, we ready.
Now, French Montana was featured on that remix. Can anybody tell me how his verse starts? I rest my case.
Probably yo. That's about it.
That's it.
I can't think of any song with him on it. I know he's got one now. I know.
Does he?
Yeah, Gego and Noni opened for them at Summerfest. I know that for sure, but I can't think of. I know he was what the fuck was he on?
He's got a nice watch.
He was me shooting in the gym.
You know what?
Like that.
That was Rose.
I know he was on that song.
He was in the video. I don't even think he was on the song. I don't even think he was on that song. He was just in the video.
Oh shit.
He was just ad-libbing. Doing a little chic laugh. That was it. That was it. Dude has... I'm not knocking him. Because whatever you hustle, that's what you hustle. Sometimes people were able to get record deals where they just go on and create a vibe. And all I had to do was ad-lib and just have motherfuckers jump on and make a song. Hey, whatever. Whatever. But don't ask me to defend your resume of hits when I really clearly don't think you had any without anybody else being on it. Like, there's just... I'm sorry. There was nothing he made that stood out. You know what? You know the one thing I remember him for? And he didn't even sing. He didn't perform. He didn't do shit. I only remember him for the Harlem Shake video. That's it. And that's not the fucking Mace Harlem Shake. I'm talking about the actual... That shit. I only remember him for that. That's it. That's the most I ever seen him do was that. Everything else was just like, I guess he's there. And they were just making songs, and people were just like, we'll just throw that on his album. Like, come on now.
I don't know. Let's get to this video.
Check this out.
Here we go.
I'm only gonna tell you this one time, Ross. You better stop fucking playing with me, man. You hear me? And mind your fucking business, man. Because you went on a nigga Instagram page commenting about me, calling me out my name, my nigga, for no motherfucking reason at all. This how this shit started. So I'm gonna tell you again, man, leave me the fuck alone, man. I see your little funky ass video. I spend more money on my cow's hooves than you spend on your wife. You probably right, nigga. Cause I ain't bought her, I caught her, nigga. She fuck with me because who I'm blessed to be, not because I bless her with a fee. But ain't you the nigga that said, I put Molly all in her drink and she ain't even know it. Goddamn Ricky Raper, bitch. Huh? Stop talking about money, man. Cause money don't unlame a lame, nigga. There's a lot of sucker-ass niggas out here with money and you on the list. Matter of fact, you the captain of the Suckers with Money Association of America, nigga, and we ain't impressed. So mind your business. Because that's your problem. You're always minding niggas' business. You was minding Birdman business some years back when you was running around talking about, give Khaled the money you owe him. Well, you give Meek the money you owe him, nigga. Because you got him in a 1914 slave deal, a Harriet Tubman joint that he signed when he was 19 and now he's 35. I thought you said a boss is one that guarantee we gon' eat. Well, why you ain't renegotiating with a real nigga? Thank God he fucking with them white boys. He fuck around, be broke, busted, and disgusted fucking with you. He's a hell of a businessman, though. Salute to you, Meek. But stop talking about money, man. And stop pushing that Bel Air on niggas, because they don't drink that shit no more. I got the ice electric blue bottle, and I got the lime green bottle that float in the air like Aladdin's carpet. We don't give a fuck. We don't want it, man. Niggas don't drink that shit, man. And slow up on them goddamn lemon peppers, because you're about a 6-piece away from a heart attack, nigga. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm telling you, this ain't what you want like Lil Durk first single, nigga. You better leave me alone. And one thing about me, I'm not no hater. I salute you. Your crib is immaculate, nigga. I'm talking about your crib is one of one, nigga. Unbelievable. But the whole Atlanta know you live dead smack in the hood, nigga. Right off Old National. 2 blocks away from the blackest Walmart in the state. You ain't had a good night's sleep since you moved in that motherfucker. You know how them niggas in Atlanta breaking houses. You worrying about them.
Oh, shit.
You see, growing up, we had a thing where we called pulling your card. And you pull somebody's card when they felt too high and mighty. When motherfuckers start building pedestals for themselves and then decided that they're in a space where they feel comfortable looking down on everybody else and telling them what they should do, while also single-handedly forgetting that there's still those same people that you're shitting on holding you in place to make the moves that you make. It's like when you say you're a boss and you're taking care of people, but then those people don't look like they're being taken care of. The business is off. The money's funny. And instead of correcting that, you bought cow hooves. You came up with a hyperactive 2.0 lemon pepper ingredient and started pushing more of your shit. You started to ignore the things that are going wrong because you wanted to focus on what's going right. Then someone like Gilly the Kid comes along, makes a comment, you feel slighted, so you take it upon yourself to try and shit on a man and say, I got money. I bought cow hooves, motherfucker. Impervial steel wood cow hooves. These motherfuckers are sterling. I got them motherfuckers. Look at that. That bitch is walking on copper right now. Copper cow hooves, because I put that shit. Look at that bitch over there. Rose gold cow hooves. Y'all been feeding their motherfucking minerals. Look at her shit. Her shit is immaculate. She shit granite. That's how fucking pure my cows are. Sounds ridiculous. Sounds fucking ridiculous.
Sounds like a good investment to me. I'd buy cows. Jay Prince has over 200,000 cows.
Jay Prince is Jay Prince. Jay Prince has an estate. He has farms, places where the cows can go. He has a
Rick
system in
Ross
place
has
where
Lower
it makes
Metropolis,
sense.
Atlanta.
But that's what I'm saying. He has a place where it makes sense for cows to come. He has ranches, multiple ranches. I've seen this shit. It's fucking immaculate. I would, looking at Jay Prince, yeah, shit, that's a great fucking investment for your ass. Rose ain't got these motherfuckers just walking the street. They on his front lawn just sitting there. I poured some Bel Air in a motherfucking trough. She didn't even know it. What the fuck are you talking about? like in all fairness. I get the frustration. At the same time, once again, there was a thread that kind of rung out at me. Because I do remember, here was a guy who studied his blueprint of what he wanted to be and what he wanted to do. He realized it. And then he started to trash the man that he studied from. That's why Gilly brought up Birdman. He said you stole the sauce. But Gilly wasn't the only one that said that. Check out this next clip. You can hear it from the bird's own mouth. No pun intended.
Here we go.
I had a bunch of other motherfuckers in my swallow before that, bro. You heard me? Future, Got It, Cali, Ross sit up under me forever, stalking my style and peeping my sauce. You heard me? But there's a lot of niggas, Yo Gotti, all these dudes who come up under my umbrella.
Studied his sauce. Copied the sauce. Could it be that aside from his business acumen and Birdman's way of doing business and providing talent, signing talent, and getting them out there, could it be that Rose was studying how Birdman did business, and even quite possibly, and this may be a conspiracy theory, but he may or may not have stolen Birdman's secret sauce to lemon pepper. I'm just saying.
He ain't even know it.
He didn't even know it. Copied his whole fucking sauce.
And didn't even know it.
Soldier Boy, this nigga, copied his whole fucking flour. Drake! He copied Birdman's blueprint. When we look at Birdman and the way he do business, when people bring that up, what's the first thing that comes to mind? When we talk about Birdman and the way he did business.
He kissed Lil Wayne in the mouth.
Talking about his business, not the fucking
That's
gay
part of
shit
his
that
business.
he did. Well, he did more than fucking just kiss him in the mouth. He fucking fucked him in the ass while he nigga the pussy. He did that shit too.
Shit, he did say that in the song.
But when we look at Birdman and the way he do business,
He don't pay people.
say it one more time for the people in the back.
He kissed Lil Wayne.
And
I don't want to repeat that quote because that was a song that I liked.
you like that song. You probably sung that verse too and didn't even realize.
No, I don't think I ever sang any Birdman vote. Nah, maybe Big Timers, maybe.
Now you do
But not
realize
that
what the
one.
line was when he said that, right?
Yeah.
People flip that line because they hear something other than what he said. You see, aside from Bird, we'll get to the Birdman business thing, but there was something in that line that people need to digest. What he said in that line, and I quote, "I like my dick sucked fast." I like to fuck him in the ass while he beat up the pussy. He was talking about Lil Wayne. But not in the sense that Lil Wayne is the one sucking dick fast and getting fucking ass. No. What he was talking about was 10 times creepier. Because in that song, he's talking about I be with Birdman Jr. And he was talking about how he likes to smash girls at the same time Lil Wayne is smashing girls. Which makes it even worse because given the fact that Lil Wayne is like 16, 15 years old, and this nigga's like 29 or 32. And this is a big, goofy, greasy looking nigga right here. So already women out there thinking, oh, that poor girl. I'm thinking about the other 32 motherfuckers that's in the room while this shit is going on, because he did that shit while they was in the room. Shit was just really out of hand back then. Like I said, it's a weird time. No one was complaining. I hate to say it. For any of you young kids that's watching,
what's the saying?
9 times out of 10, if your mama was back then and she went to school when this song was out, 8 times out of 10, she's probably a hoe. Or she did some hoe shit. And don't sit there and start crossing your eyes and ready to cancel a motherfucker because your daddy was probably a hoe too. He was doing hoe shit. That's probably how they met. She was doing hoe shit. When her ass should have been in third period. Instead,
she missed her third period.
Right. Because she was giving neck in the bathroom to a line of motherfuckers. To the Big Timers album. Which, by the way, is a pretty fucking great album. I ain't gonna lie.
Manny Fresh.
But people know Birdman don't pay nobody. You don't become a big time, you don't become a number one stunner, you don't become rich by paying every fucking body their worth. Lil Wayne was worth more than Cash Money Records. He was worth more. Just him alone was worth more than their entire label. They couldn't afford to pay him the money they owed him because it would bankrupt the entire label. Birdman's and his. They couldn't afford it. So many lawsuits, so many things that weren't paid, things that they rented and never fucking finished the bill on. Motherfucking Manny Fresh was owed money. Juvie was owed money. BG was owed money. Went to jail and was still asking for money, and them motherfuckers stopped taking his calls. Turk was so fucking broke, that nigga cheated on his girl in prison. Not my words, his. He said that shit. He's like, I just leave it at that. He was like, yes, let's do that.
I'll save that for Vlad.
Right. I think he said it on Vlad. That's what he said on Vlad. I'm gonna leave it at that. Well, all right. Let's move on. Then you got to take it to a fact. All the people they sign.
Gotta. Missing Pokemon.
Don't even count Nicki Minaj and Drake. They were able to make their money outside of Cash Money and Young Money because they were doing songs with other people. They bought themselves out. They completed their album deals and moved on. Got up from under that shit. Lil Wayne couldn't do that. His name was literally on the receipts. Everything that he did, all the songs he made, all the songs and albums he sold were used to pay everybody else. Because Birdman had nothing else to pay nobody with. There was nothing coming in from Cash Money. Nothing.
It was all after that boom from the amplifier.
It was over.
It was over.
Manny left, and that was that. That was that.
Juvie left, and then that was that. BG went back to jail. That.
And Turk was becoming top of the bunk. I can't can't think of anything else.
Who else was there? That was it.
Somebody was in the bottom. It wasn't Turk. Turk said, "I do the fucking in here." Hot boy's finest. Oh God. So then you had Young Money, which was buying all this other shit, the boutique label, just like MMG. That's when Rick comes around. All these people getting signed. All these motherfuckers wanted to be signed to him. He was trying to leave Trick Daddy's label to sign with Young Money. When the game went through what he went through with 50 Cent, he tried to leave to sign with Cash Money. Busta Rhymes was signed to Cash Money. Omarion Watermelon Eating Ass was signed to Cash Money. Remember they had a Puerto Rican singer? Exactly. He was signed to Cash Money. He made one song with Lil Wayne. They released it for New Year's Eve, and you never heard from this motherfucker again. They made so many signs and deals, but it wasn't to Cash Money. It was the Young Money, because that's Lil Wayne's property. He's footing the bill. Problem was, that bill was being extended to pay off Cash Money debts. So when it came time for Lil Wayne to collect his fee, Lil Wayne is expecting, ooh, I got like hundreds of millions of dollars coming in. And Birdman was like, nah.
Nah, Playboy.
Playboy, you pay hundreds of millions of dollars out. But it's still good, Playboy. We got another Birdman Jr. album coming out. We can do another one, best for both worlds. No! Hell no. I want to take a break. That nigga burned out. My dreadlocks is not even staying in place. Nigga, I gotta go. I got kids everywhere. What the fuck? Lil Wayne was worth more than Cash Money Records. Rose studied that whole plan. How they signed Drake, how they signed Nicki Minaj, how they even had Gilly the Kid for a moment. All these artists that they signed, he copied that whole fucking format when he did MMG. Except we listen to him berate Birdman and say, yeah, Birdman don't do business because he don't pay motherfuckers what they worth. They can come to MMG where I hold it down and make bounces out of everybody. Everybody gets cow hooves and lemon pepper wings. Now here we are. Rose signed all these fucking people. He damn near signed the same motherfuckers that were on Cash Money. Where are they now? Meek Mill has become a social pariah when it comes to prison reform. Yet, he's still in the 1914 Harriet Tubman fucking pickled egg deal where he can't do shit as a 35-year-old that he could do when he was 19. Wale, need I say more? All that potential, nothing. Not even a handshake, not even a label support. Them motherfuckers signed Watermelon Eating Ass Omarion too, and didn't do shit with his ass either. Don't even know why they did that shit. He signed his best friend who he actually started the label with, and that motherfucker ain't even eating on that label. That motherfucker went into acting. He's independent as fuck. Don't even fuck with them. They had female R&B singers that never came out. Other unique rappers, like a Muslim dude by the name of Staley. Cold ass rapper, no fucking support. Why? Because he don't talk about fucking rose and drugging bitches. Apparently he don't eat lemon pepper wings like that. The motherfucker don't even do pork. Can't even get a fucking album deal. Can't get no fucking video support, nothing. He put all these people on the goddamn album, on the goddamn label, made them do all these fucking songs, these hits and everything, got their ass trending, and took that money and bought 14 motherfucking Wingstops. Now has the audacity, after all these motherfuckers are talking about how they ain't in music no more, they retired, they fucking jaded by the music business, they don't fucking even talk to, Ross don't talk to them, he don't talk to them, nothing happens, you can get a discount on lemon pepper? No, I gotta pay full price. What the fuck? Y'all ain't got stock options offered in this shit? No, we ain't get no stock options either. They ain't offered us no stock. This motherfucker bought Bel Air champagne. And it was funny when Gilly said nobody even drink that shit. It is the truth.
I've never had it.
I've had it once and I didn't like the taste. And the funny thing about it is, no one really orders that shit like that. They really don't. Even the motherfuckers that was signed to the label didn't even want no Bel Air fucking. They were ordering Jay-Z shit. All these ventures that he made were purely for himself. And it's fucked up. Because at this point in time, when people are looking at that and they're saying to themselves, damn, didn't you criticize Birdman for the same shit? Didn't you just turn around and do the shit yourself? Except it's not as messy. You didn't have anybody like a Lil Wayne to really sink into the dirt and go public on this blowout. Meek Mill could have had that, but he was in jail. And when he got out of jail, he didn't even focus on the music career. He focused on trying to do prison reform, which was shocking to me. Because usually I would expect a nigga like that, hey, I'm going to go make another album. Nah, let me get this prison reform shit going. I got something here. The man moved into activism, and he didn't go alone. He took other powerful rappers with him. Jay signed on to help champion that with him. People like Alicia Keys was backing him up. Nas, Gilly, Pharrell, all these other people, even people that were like Robert Kraft, the owner of the fucking Patriots. Robert Kraft.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, let's wrap this bad boy up.
People out there doing shady business, man. You can't be upset when people call you out on it. I got a feeling way more cards are going to get pulled from a lot of these motherfuckers that were CEOs that we looked at coming of age. Now we're seeing a lot of them for what they really are. A bunch of Birdman Juniors. Fucking people in the ass while they beat up the pussy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I kind of didn't want to transition right there, but make sure you put tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, Saturday, July 23rd in your planner, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. here at 731 West Historic Mitchell Street. Make sure you come down for the car wash, car show, fundraiser by Your Move MKE Inc. and La Bodega Coffee Shop and HiddenHeartRadio.com and all of the other sponsors. Easy Rental is also one of the sponsors, so make sure you come on down. There's going to be raffles. There's still ways to sponsor. Yeah, man, it's going to be a good time, so make sure you bring your car on down this Saturday. Bring the kiddos. There's going to be a whole bunch of cool stuff to raffle off, and all those proceeds go towards kids' activities. So, on that note, make sure you stay tuned for OG Gotti and Fire in the Streets coming up next. Come back tomorrow for the Wake Your Ass Up morning show with Core DJ LA tomorrow morning. So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, see y'all tomorrow for Toxic Tuesday. We are out. Peace.